Hello, 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 and welcome to Karloc on Biffacraft. Welcome to Season 4 of Biffacraft. Right, this season on Biffacraft, I'm doing a base collaborating with Furree for our whole base. And this is just an explanation of what we've done so far. So first of all, when we started this season, we cunningly decided to just travel west by boat until we found something interesting and decide what we might want to build for the season. So we came to a swamp area and decided this is where we'd like to make our base for the season. And this was our initial setup, which is now our mining outpost, where we dug down, strangely enough, to find stuff and diamonds. And at the same time created a fish farm, which I can't get into. Oh no, there we go. There you are. A fish farm to go fishy fish, and was a very good way to get some decent mending books, fortune books, all the other things. So we managed to get some decent enchants going quite early on. And this was only ever going to be our temporary starting point, and it's still our branch mine down below here, and still come back here if we want to do some AFK fishing over here or come down here for mining. So briefly, what we've done over here since then is, I say we, obviously Furree did all of this, is a little barn for some sheeps. Always handy to have a few sheeps when we want some wool, and a couple of cows. So this is where we keep our friendly mobs. We keep them out here so they're not loaded unless we need them, and then we can just AFK over here if we need them to regrow, even do a bit of fishing while we're here. So this is our sort of outpost really of our main base. And we've now linked it up to our main base, which I'll go to in a moment, with some nether portals. I think there's one here and one down in the branch mine. From here, we realise we've got no sounds. Right, okay, now we have sound. Hello chicken. So this takes us into our nether hub, where this is our main nether hub area. So down here is a path to Arcadia. So this is obviously still got work to do around here, is our sort of main entrance in the nether. So we come in here, path back to Arcadia. Over on this side is our path to the Wither Skelly farm. On the other side is our path to, we've got an end portal not very far away, always handy. Quad beacons in the corners for decoration. And then here is into our base for car hut. Right, okay, before we step through, if you haven't guessed already, we live in a swamp. and we have two little witches here either side of our portal, so I bet you can't guess where we're based. So here we go through the main entrance. Oh, and it's night time, how classy. And here we have our baby witch sitting on a witch hat, obviously somewhat scaled up. As you can probably can't see, underneath that hut is actually our witch farm, and there is basically our base for the season. And it's a nice steady relaxed flow all the way down if you don't want to walk. And if you can see, there's a little sort of pylon out in the water over there. That's signifying the 128 blocks from the edge of the spawning platform, which is where we've cleared out all the land around here so we can maximise the spawns in the witch farm. Over here we've got one of our iron farms. A fish farm that's underground. So let's have a very brief tour around here. So there's baby witch. Now we're on the witch hut, and if we turn around we get mummy witch. Now we should stand here, get lots of witch sounds from our baby witch. Yeah, we have witches inside the witch to make the noises, if you hadn't guessed. And so yeah, so there's our, basically that is just for our entrance to come into our witch hut. From here we go inside, and you've got the cauldron and the workbench that's normally in the witch hut. This is still very much a work in progress. We're still working on some bits, so here we've got our little sort of disco. If we want to boogie on down, then we've got a psychedelic dance floor to do it in. Right, that's enough of that. So inside this part we have our villager trading hall, where we have them stacked up on our wall, hopefully as safe as possible. So this video will just do a quick flyby visit, I think, to most things. So much of this is still underway, haven't got very far on it really. This is our sort of enchanting hall stroke library, I think it will be. Still working on this. At the back I think there's nothing. Up there behind the windows is, this one's going to be my room on this side with the English flag, and this one, the Swedish flag, is Furree's. Alright, okay, let's quickly pop up the top. Ladders go on and on. Up here is basically where we've got some villagers for sorting our villagers. They come up through a convoluted water canal, get picked up by carts, get put along here. They need a nudge every now and again, and then they drop through here. We see whether they got good trades. If not, we send them off to retirement. They drop down from here onto this track and go that way. and then depending on if we want to offer them a glorious retirement, we have the track going this way, which pops down here. And if we want to keep them, we send them along this track, and then it goes all the way around, and basically we can drop them down into our villager trading hall below and then shove them around in there to where we want them. So yeah, so the ones that go in here then just get ejected from the cart there, and we send them on their way to their retirement home. That's pretty much all this room is at the moment. This tends to be our AFK box over the top of the witch farm. Okay, if I can actually manage to get down a hole in the ground, I will. Right, from there we can very briefly down another hole and down to the next level. So here we have some farms and some more farms, and guess what, some more farms. So these are just all manual farms, so they just need to be harvested by hand if you want the crops. Right, so over here we have our, well, one of the iron farms and also the village breeder. Just quickly go over there. And we've got some villagers in their little pods. If we want to trade with them, we can open up, hello, do trade, put them back. A couple more over here. Switch outside or above our heads, I can hear. And yeah, pretty standard looking iron farm. Oh, if I can go up the ladder. Top spawning pad and the bottom one. Yeah, they are funny. They get lifted up sometimes by the piston. Sticky piston in the head. Ooh. Shame it doesn't keep them up there. Right, so when we want to breed them, we just chuck some food down on this block. They pick it up, and then when they have the babies just drop down below like so. And so yeah, they just drop down here, get whisked away by this water stream, goes all the way around, and the babies get stuck over here. Then they grow up, and when they grow up they shoot up the elevator. And over here, this is just a way that I can get in case any gets stuck anywhere. With water flowing outwards, so if we forget and leave the gate open, that if a zombie got in here, they shouldn't be able to run up the water stream and get through the next gate anyway. So that is the iron farm. Nice and simple. Shutting gates, on the other hand, not so simple. Right, so this now takes us down below the hut with its 4 legs, and here is the witch farm. Not an awful lot to see. Melons, spawning pads, slime block bars to push them off. Obviously nothing will spawn now I'm here because I'm too close. And yeah, then they drop a long way down to their death. So then we have our little underground part to our base. Down here we have a slime farm, cocoa bean machine, another slime farm over here, and all the way down here we have the drops from the witch farm. So we have gunpowder and stuff like sticks. We also get a few normal mob drops in there, which I ought to probably fix now. Basically the top slime blocks on the swiper that swipes everything off are spawnable spots, so occasionally we get other mobs spawning on there. It was very handy early on to get ender pearls because they were tricky to get to start off with, but now the end's open, we have limitless ender pearls anyway. And down here are the splat pads, which is where the witches drop. They get pushed off one end, drop here, pushed off the other end, drop there. Bunch of hoppers underneath some half slabs that get pulled out down below. And this path leads down to one of the slime farms where slimes get killed on cactus. Stuff comes in here. Because we've built them in this way, only 2 high cactus with nothing above, but things next to them, as you saw. The cactus grows, they pop off. Some obviously get destroyed on the cactus, but some go in here. So as well as collecting slime, we also get cactus as well, which ends up giving us lots of cactus. Over here are where the drops come from our spider farm. So that's a quick view, wrong way, quick view of a little bit of down here and mainly what's up in the hut. I think that's all for this episode. I will do a bit more of a detailed tour down here for the next episode. Okay, thank you very much for watching.